Every season is a roller coaster ride. Being a Minnesota Vikings fans, and it always seems like the lows outweigh the high. But it's always a up and down. It's always up and down. It's never steady. I guess besides last year we did good, except for at the end. But I feel like being a Vikings fan is more bizarre than being any other fan, if that makes sense. Just like the circumstances and stuff we go through. But a quick little J to talk about these fools. Finished 90-8 this year. They finished strong. They went like on a 4 or 5 game winning streak to end the season. At one point they were like 4-8. They finished 90-8. It's crazy. Out of all the things that happened this year, it's really a bad year for the Vikings, especially coming off last year. All the injuries, the losing season, they ended up being a winning season. But just overall, it was a negative season. Coming into the season, off season was really positive. We had just got some key free agent signings. We're coming off a good season. It was looking high. But this year just did not go as planned. And really, it was just because of the quarterback position. We got a quarterback. We have everything else but a quarterback. Carson Wentz got hurt. Jason McCarthy's a rookie. He got hurt. Max Bosmer, third string undrafted free agent. But 98 is a good thing for what we went through this year. You would have thought the Vikings were freaking 3-14 the way the season was going. But JJ McCarthy, I like what I've seen. I don't know about him. I really don't. Like, if you had to grade him for the season, it's honestly incomplete. It's honestly incomplete or nothing higher than a C. But incomplete because of all the injuries and just the circumstances. It was just so weird. He's shown some flashes to me. Obviously, kinesthetic, I don't know yet. But I hope he's good. I would hope. I want him to be good. I just don't know. But also, the receivers really didn't help him out this year. Justin Jefferson, JJ, and Jordan Addison both had a lot of drops this year. It was not really like them to see them drop the type of balls that they did this year. But a few of them for touchdowns, too. But Jalen Naylor and JJ McCarthy seem to have a good connection, which is good. Hopefully, Jalen Naylor doesn't leave either, but we'll see. I think after this season, KOC and Quessy are on the hot seat, especially Quessy, because he does really good in free agency, but he could not draft to save his life. He's had a few good picks, but other than that, it's just overall bad for him. And especially what they filled up that cap space with all the moves and signings last offseason. We had one of the teams with the most money. Now we're in the opposite situation this year. We went all in last year and it didn't work out. I don't think the owners are gonna like that, spending all that money just to lose. But I say, I don't know. I think we should get a new. I'm not gonna lie. I think we should get a new head coach and new GM. But they're good, but they're not great. And I don't know about KOC as a play caller. He's definitely done good and developed our quarterbacks, but he's just so iffy. Like, it's weird. I wish he would run the ball more, just overall. Rely on the backs a bit more, but also, like, he's had plenty of running quarterbacks, so all the quarterbacks he's had to go through. He doesn't really, besides Jason McCarthy, like, he didn't give Josh Dobbs any read options or anything, or like any third or second option to use his feet. When Josh Dobbs was running, he was just he was passing and then scrambling, but KOC never called like a read option or a QB draw or nothing for him. It was just straight draw back and throw. But he's did that like barely a little bit more with JJ, with that, that naked bootleg or whatever against the Cowboys, and then the read option to beat when he scored the rushing touchdown against the Bears the first game this year. But I just wish overall he would run the ball more. And I trust me, I love passing offense and I love high scoring offense, but to help the Vikings personally, that's definitely what I think he need to do. And honestly, the whole point of him being a head coach is his offensive knowledge and play calling, and I just don't think he's really all that when it comes to that. So I don't know. Let's see. They got the 18th pick in the draft this year. Don't know who would be left. Don't really know much of the names in the draft, anyways. But like I said, Quincy doesn't draft good, so it doesn't really matter, anyways. He's probably gonna trade down in the division again and pass up on the best prospect ever. But the Lamar and Joe Burrow rumors, kind of crazy. I don't know how real or true that's gonna happen. Ravens just fired Harbaugh, but that'd be insane. I wouldn't mind either one of them. The only reason why I'd rather have Joe Burrow is just because he's a more of a pocket passer. He's played with Justin Jefferson, and that's more what KOC is going to call for, someone who can sit back and throw. Not that Lamar can't, but like I just said, he's not going to use his feet. Sam Darnold. I would have mind if they kept him this year. I'm glad they didn't at the price he wanted, because to me he's just mid. He's good, but he's mid. Not top 10. I give him top 15 in the league, but with the Seahawks gave him, I'm glad we didn't. But also, we couldn't with the plan we had going into last year, or going into this year, I guess, in the off season, with all the free agent signings we had did. So that wasn't really paying him all that money. Regardless, they gave him a deal. He declined it, obviously, when he got a bigger deal, which is all good. But do I think we should have kept him this year? Depending on who we get in the future, no. Even if we just stay with JJ McCarthy, no. I'm not mad at what they did. I fully understand what they did. Like I said, I think he's mid. He's nothing more than mid. He's definitely gaining more confidence and finding his footing in the league, but you don't pay mid. We just went through that with Kirk Cousins. So if we did that to Kirk, why do we keep Sam? Kind of my logic behind it. I'd rather keep Kirk Cousins the way he was balling in 2023 over paying Sam Darnold. But he got paid. He's on the Seahawks now. Maybe, shoot, who knows? Maybe they go to the Super Bowl. Throw a nice little joint though. We got Bradley with a filter. Element paper with a Chinese filter. Filter I got from overseas, from China. But yeah, whatever. Life of a Vikings fan. Skull, I guess.